address is 1265 Lombardi Avenue. The place is known as Titletown. Welcome inside legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. About ready to get this one started. Amy Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go from legendary Lambeau. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Set.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Done.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. It's a short throw, caught by Njoku. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5.
Set.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. They get 15 on that game. 1st down, Packers.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Pistol, pistol, pistol. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Watch out.
On 2nd down, Baker. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Regular, regular, regular.
To throw is Mayfield. That is intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore. Oh, big hole left side. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, New York. You get the ball to start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Set.
Throwing is Baker. This pass is caught by Thomas. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle.
That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Room to run past midfield. Down the sideline to the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Tajay Spears. Touchdown, Giants. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Giants move out on top, 14-0. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Real. Dot.
On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Run.
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. He connects with Mims. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. A run out of the gun. Here's Chubb. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. Mayfield. Here's a shot toward the end zone. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and that will lead to a 2nd down. Look wide, get this one complete, and nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Here's Mayfield. Now for the 3rd time in the first quarter, he's been intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Micah Parsons, to the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, New York. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick 6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Giants will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend. But as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
Off play action. It's Stafford. He's got it at about the 8. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. A big play for the Giants. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal.
Set! What are you hot?
Here's a run. Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes 2nd and goal.
Set! What are you hot?
They'll go with him again. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. Fairbairn to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3. 2nd and 7.
It's sick.
One of the tight ends motions right.
Done.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Let's go.
Field goal unit
Regular.
on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
What's that?
They'll go. Mayfield. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal.
Good.
Mayfield to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Good. What's that?
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Baker Mayfield. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. And now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Ready. 0. Hurry. Drill right. 20.
They go play action with Stafford. No chance at all. He'll go down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Stafford. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
We go set. 32. Look hot. Right, 70. Hot.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Has his man, it's Samuel. And he will score. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Giants. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. throw here on the RPO, caught by Thomas. At least close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. Throwing is Mayfield. Got it into the hands of Mims. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
Here's a 1st and 10.
Set. Hey, alert 33. What's that?
Baker to throw. This throw right side is caught by Adams. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
Set.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Yeah, now it's just getting out of control, Mike. I mean, to see him continue to put the ball in harm's way time and time again, it's a little miscommunication. It's a little bad execution. I'm sure it's a little bit of everything. But at the end of the day, the ball is in your hands. You've got to make better decisions.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And this,
for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And the Giants are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Set. Hey, 54. Alert.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He's got his man downfield. It's Debo. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 17 and 18 on the year. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Giants will add 1 more onto their big lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Set.
Now Mayfield. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Good. Run. Watch out.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep this one on the ground. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. A tough spot here. Third and long.
Good.
To throw is Mayfield. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Antonio Johnson.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
And middle. Ready, hot.
Stafford now on first down. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, New York. His second touchdown of this first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Fairbairn able to add the extra point. And the Giants stretch things out even further. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10.
Good. Watch out.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Powerful running there. Stiff-arming his way for a gain of 6. Halftime here on this final weekend of the NFL regular season, as we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Hi, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. It's McFadden. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Set.
They'll motion over Samuel. They'll run it with McFadden. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Set. White.
Here comes McFadden. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A big-time play out of the G-men. 32 yards. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
He goes, set.
On the ground, it's McFadden. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Giants. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game. He's got 19 on the year. Fairbairn to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants add on to their already sizable lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10.
Kings, Kings, Kings. Good.
To throw is Mayfield. Off road, right side, taken by Njoku. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, alert 33. Real. What's that?
Throwing is Baker. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And he's just throwing dumps up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Ready.
Here's McFadden. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. Ah, strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
What a good run there. That's going to put him over 100 for today's game, Mike. And it just seems, as the game goes on, this guy just seems to get better and better.
From the gun, here's Spears. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Set. Ready, hot.
Now a toss play, running left. And that is going nowhere fast. Disastrous play. A big loss.
What you love about these running backs, Mike, is that their confidence is that they can make every play a big play. But in this case, sometimes you have to know, all right, it's over. Cut my losses, try to get back to the original line of scrimmage and survive to the next down. But tries to make this play extended and takes a big loss.
What are you hot?
The 3rd down, they'll try to get it on the ground. And he will score again. Touchdown, New York. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback.
Real.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Good. What's up?
Catch made right side by Thomas. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Good. Alert. What's up?
They go play action with Mayfield. He'll get rid of it and complete it. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. It's 2nd down.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Mayfield. Down to the 10. And he will get into the end zone. Davante Adams. Touchdown, Packers. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case,
and now it's a flip back to the kicker. It's a fake. And he's going to take this into the end zone. I wasn't sure we'd ever see a fake extra point again, but this one works. So instead of 1, they get 2. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Set. Hey. Hey. What do you have?
Drive will start on the ground. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. Here's a 2nd and 12.
He goes, set!
They'll stick with him again. Room to run at the 40. Inside the 20. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, New York. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Good.
Now Mayfield. And more of the same. Another interception. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Good.
Here's Mayfield. Now a screen. Here's Pollard. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Regular.
Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come.
Point it right.
Give it to your receiver
Hey,
on the move and let them do the rest.
What's that?
On 1st down is Mayfield. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. That one good for 26 yards.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
He'll complete it to Adams. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Good stick. Hey, alert 33. What's that?
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. He's going to keep it himself.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Good.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion.
What's that?
2nd down throw from Mayfield. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And he'll be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone.
And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Green Bay. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike.
Now it's a fake. They'll flip it to the kicker. This is caught. And he's going to take this into the end zone. I wasn't sure we'd ever see a fake extra point again. But this one works. So instead of 1, they get 2. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Set.
They'll begin here on the ground. Room to run inside the 40. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Touchdown, New York. With that, he joins Gale Sayers and Alvin Kamara, players in the Super Bowl era with 6 touchdowns in a single game. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing is Mayfield. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Left side, he's got the Njoku. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch. This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame. You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
They'll turn and hand this one off. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
40 got! 40 got!
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14.
Ready! Liberty hot!
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And some good blocking. Springing him. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
Set!
In motion comes Andrews.
Alert!
And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. Following the penalty, they'll run it. The offense staying out there for this 4th down.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the Giants' first down. They needed 3. They got 6. Enough for the 4th down conversion. So it's a win for the Men in Blue. The Giants get it done. They finish off the regular season in grand style. They are division champions. Get a home game next weekend in the wild card round of the NFL playoffs. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.